Hello there and welcome to the Double Zero Challenge channel. We do just one thing on this channel, is to take these two D10 dice and see how long it takes before we roll at double zero. If you'd like to play along, please write down your guess now. All I ask is that you keep that guess to yourself, don't disclose it in the comments, let other people watch the video and find out for themselves. There will probably be a few more things to explain as we go along, but let's get cracking. So, roll number one. And that is a 7 and a 1. I'll read them all out as we go. And that's a 6 and a 5. And that's a 2 and a 9. We have a 3 and a 9 there. And that's a 3 and a 4. We have a 0, but we have a 7. Remember, we're looking for a double zero. We will count any other doubles, but that's largely to just check our progress against the hypothetical odds of 1 in 100. We move on. So that is 6 and a 5. And that's a 9 and a 7. We have a 3 and a 9. And that's a 5 and a 6. That's a 1 and a 5. And we have a 9 and an 8. 1 and 3. And that's a 4 and a 5. We have a 0, but we have a 1. We have a 1 and a 7 there. Oops. And that is a 6 and a 9. It's a 9 and an 8. And we have a 1 and a 3. That's a 4 and a 1. We have a 0, but we have a 4. That's a 4 and a 7. And that's a 5 and a 4. That's a 3 and an 8. And we have a double 3, so that's the first double encountered. You'd expect to encounter 9 other doubles for every 100 rolls. Then we have a 3 and a 1. That, of course, is statistical. It doesn't work under real-world circumstances necessarily. And we have a 2 and a 5. We have a 0, but we have a 1. That's a 5 and a 1. And that's a 4 and a 6. That is a 6 and a 3. We have there a double 9, coming our second double of the session. Sometimes I can't mentally rotate these, so I have to physically do them. That's a 0, but that is a 3. 2 and a 1. And that's a 4 and a 5. We have a 1 and a 5 there. And that's a 7 and a 1. 9 and a 7. And that's an 8 and a 1. That's an 8 and a 6. We have a 0, but we have a 6. We have a 7 and a 1, and that's a 0, but it's a 4. A 3 and a 9, and that's a 2 and a 1. Now, every 50th roll, we have a massive roll with two hands. That will be coming up in just a moment. But first, 7 and 9. That is a 5 and an 8. And we have a 5 and an 8. That's a 2 and a 6. And the double hander is an 8 and a 9. So we move on to 100 rolls. Remember, hypothetical odds are 1 in 100. That is a 3 and a 9, and a very lucky landing for the 3. Unfortunately, it is not a significant one. That is a 0, but it's an 8. Now we have a 9 and a 2. And that's a 5 and a 7. And we have a 6 and a 4. 4 and a 5. And that is a double 0. On the 57th roll, and we had 2 doubles on the way. Yeah, beating the hypothetical odds of 1 in 100. If you said that, well done. So thank you for watching. You take care and roll on next time.